Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here for weatherweb.net. This is your look ahead video today on Friday the 3rd of July. So we take a glance at the 500 millibar chart. This is then going forwards over this next week. And we show this quite a bit here at weatherweb.net. It's quite a useful tool just to look at the broad scale trends of the atmosphere going forwards. This is then effectively around 18,000 feet up in the atmosphere and shown in contour heights as opposed to isobars. When we get higher heights, it corresponds to warmer air and higher pressure at the surface, and lower heights is cooler air and lower pressure at the surface. And it's a useful tool to get some information out of it without going into too much detail. Here we are then at the current stage. This is for Friday. Lower heights out towards the west of the country. That big ridge then towards the east, promoting that very warm air across Europe. If we knock that forwards and just skip forwards through the weekend, and there's that area of lower heights out towards the west. Lower pressure then at the surface as well to the west of Britain, sending those showers going and the thunderstorms on Friday night. And as we go through into Sunday, that area of lower heights is still away towards the west. It's not going too far, so always going to be threatening some changeable conditions going forwards into the new week. This is through until Tuesday now. By this stage, just beginning to transfer its way further eastwards. That ridge then having collapsed away a little bit more towards the eastern side of Europe, and that's where the warmest temperatures will be at this stage, whilst cooler air will be across Britain by this time, and the risk of some areas of rain. Move that forwards then to the middle part of the week, and that trough digs in across the North Sea and producing a much cooler pattern coming around from the northwest by this time. Just looking towards the back end of the week, notice the ridge trying to build out towards the western side of Ireland, and that feature is one to watch as we go towards the end of the week. Still looking as though a cool flow coming around from the north at this time by around Thursday, Friday, so still a risk of a few showers and temperatures considerably lower than we've seen in recent times. But that ridge just trying to build, and it hints there that we get a run of days towards the end of the week and perhaps into next weekend where high pressure begins to build. Where that ridge is developing, high pressure at the surface is trying to develop, and therefore we're trying to get something a little bit more settled as we go towards the weekend. The main question mark is just how many days that may last for. It may just give 2 or 3 fine days, and then we see lower pressure trying to get back in from the west. It may just develop into a run of 3 or 4 days where settled weather gets back in. Just looking towards the end of the sequence, this is through until the following Monday. This model, the GFS American model, keeping that higher heights, higher pressure, trying to be in even to the start of the following week. So whether that builds in as strongly as that will remain to be seen. But it's interesting just to see that developing. Temperatures on the whole not as warm as it has been. Notice the air still coming around broadly from the north at this time, and keeping temperatures from rising too high. I mean, across Spain and Portugal, the warm air trying to pump northwards, but it's nowhere near that ridge that we've seen in current times, so more pleasant summer temperatures are expected if we do get a settled spell developing. It's useful then to take a look at some of the other models. Here's the European model going through, and a similar chart. We've got surface pressure on here with the white isobars, and the colours then are the 500 millibar heights on this particular map. We'll just take you through the sequence, and there's the starting point with that warm air across Europe, low pressure and lower heights out towards our west. Just run that through the days going into next week. It's a similar trend. The model's in decent agreement with how we're going to fare into next week. That lower area of lower pressure moving across the country towards the north. That ridge of high pressure trying to build. This is through until the 8th now, so we're through until the middle part of the week. Looking towards the end of the week, there's the building of a ridge trying to get going across the south. Still got that northwesterly feed across northern and western areas. We've still got low pressure away towards the well towards the west in the mid-Atlantic. And there's the 10th of July, that ridge trying to build in, so some agreement there. We're trying to get high pressure involved. This is the European ensemble version, so it does smooth things out a bit, so detail is lost on here, but again, giving that useful trend. But I'll leave you with that for today, and as always, the fast forecast video will have more information on the shorter range details for the next few days ahead on the video just to the right of screen here at weatherweb.net. That's your very latest for today. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.